for sport fighting. How you feeling?
I'm feeling amazing. Feeling amazing. Super excited. 1 week, less than a week, right? No.
Yeah, a week and a day.
A week. I'll be making weight in a week.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to stay active. I want to fight as many fights as possible right now. I'm 31, so I only have so many years of eligibility, so to speak, to fight. So I want to cram as many in as possible. After the Jay fight, I was not harmed in any way. You know, physically I was perfectly fine. I did a jiu-jitsu tournament the following weekend actually, and performed quite well. So yeah, the fast turnaround was anticipated. I wanted to do that, but Pulver offered me this opportunity, and I jumped at this fight in particular. I mean, he was looking for an opponent for Dan, and I had already kind of in my head considered that might be a fun fight to take. And I don't know if he was trying to keep us apart or what his game plan was, but it felt like he had tried to set up a couple of different matchups for Dan, and they didn't come to fruition. So it was kind of, he came to me like almost asking, it seemed like a favor in a way. He was kind of like, oh man, would you fight Dan Dubuque? And I was like, of course I would fight Dan Dubuque. That'd be tremendous. I'd love for that. So yeah, right away I knew that would be cool. I'd love that fight. When it happened, it was even better. Yeah, it's just super perfect fight, I think. Super perfect. I expect a high output type of fight. I think we're going to both be throwing a considerable amount of strikes at each other. I think that Dan is like a good opponent. He's got a great record. I love that. You know, his record's really good, and he's fought tons of tough guys. So I'm super pumped to be one of those guys that he's fought throughout his career. I think that it could kind of go a few different ways that I've been looking at it. I mean, I think that it would be advantage to me if I took him down and got on top. But at the same time, I think that the way that we both like to kickbox, I could see us just kickboxing for 15 minutes, and I just, especially the way that the fight went with Jay, I have a feeling I would do well against Dan in the stand-up, because just the way that I throw with heavy power and bad intentions, where he kind of, I'll say point fights a little bit, where, you know, he's trying to like tap his guys. I just think I would come out on top in that. He, for a long time throughout his career, was somewhat known as like a grinder. So I think that it's possible that he comes out and tries to employ a similar game plan that Jay did, and that he may try to push me up against the fence and control me. So yeah, I see one of those three happening: either me taking him down, getting on top, us kickboxing entirely, or him trying to kind of keep me against the fence. So we're ready for all three, basically.
I mean, I kind of say this as a joke, but like, is there a thing between Dan and maybe his camp and South Shore Sport Fight?
I mean, I don't think necessarily a thing, but I think both camps have quality fighters who are willing to fight tough guys, and I think because of that, we tend to crash heads a little bit. His manager, I think it is Carlos Correa, I feel like he's pretty vocal online and whatnot. JoJo's super vocal. He doesn't hold back at all, so I'm sure that that's caused maybe some like static in the past or what have you, but I don't think we have any actual like beef necessarily. I think that he's just tough and fights almost anybody, and because of it, and yeah, we have some great fighters from here, so he's been matched up with us. I know that the JoJo thing was kind of weird. They were scheduled a fight, and JoJo got the Ultimate Fighter, so you can't really say much about that. JoJo had to take that opportunity, definitely. So yeah, everything happens for a reason. So I think that any kind of animosity that the teams do have is just going to help fuel the fight a little bit. And I think that we're both kind of killers for sure. I mean, I said he point fights, but I mean, he's, you know, in his last fight using bows and knees and shit and cutting people. So, and I'm going to try to take his head off. So, that doesn't help. That's definitely going to add to the mix. But ultimately, we're just two competitors that are colliding on November 3rd.
So I guess you have any final thoughts about the matchup or the preparation for this camp, or even like last K-Shine's part, because this is the first time we've basically talked since then.
Yeah, I mean, not necessarily. I feel like, everything is just fallen into place. I didn't get the outcome that we wanted last time, but I think that a lot of things were displayed in that fight that, we were both, Jay and I were talking a lot of smack, so I feel like that fight proved a lot of things that we were talking about. I don't think that he really tried to fight me that night, so my idea is to earn myself another fight against him, and I probably fought a little bit emotionally against him, and that is why that we spent majority of the fight against the cage. So I would like another chance at doing that again. I think that the outcome would definitely be different, and I think Dan is the perfect candidate to set me up for that. I mean, he's without a doubt one of the top guys in the weight class, even though he hasn't fought in the weight class yet. Great record, tough guy, goes to decision a lot, finished his last fight, so it's just perfect. And I think that I'm super excited to see Dan across the cage. I mean, I've seen him compete many a time, and it's just an honor, you could say, to get to smash him. I can't wait to do that. It's awesome. I'm very excited.
And shout outs you want.
Shout out definitely Social Sport Fighting, Rugged RX Fitness, UFC Gym. They've been helping out a ton lately. I really appreciate everything that they do. That's about it.
Thank you.